All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Come back.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Dancing to his left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Come back.
Watson looks to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Watson on first down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he stopped immediately there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
He'll return it from the 6. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And spins away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. here. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Point 20! Point 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. It finds his target, Fuller. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go! Wait! Trip! Hey, it's a right!
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Richmond!
After the interception, here's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Watson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Two jet. Come back, come back.
Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Room here to run.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the 50, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Watson now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, Brady, I see you. Alabama, 380. 31.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Carlos Watkins coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Richmond.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come back.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Come back.
shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A little juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a first down. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. And they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played. Yeah, and it created a big run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go on. No, 66.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On play action, now Brady. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
White 20. White 20.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Watson rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Patriots offense now. They worked their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go. 190.
On first down, Simpson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. Line
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Ohio!
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now this time, Brady will throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target, Fuller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Brady now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Start fast, fellas. Start fast.
Brady's going to sneak it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady on the bootleg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath here to White. Now White lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready? Move out. Sugar. Hey, Alabama. Wait.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, baby. Richmond. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Throwing now. Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kyle Van Noy not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Patriots have it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go! Right! 3 down. Sugar!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Brady. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things.